You have a limited amount of time, a limited amount of resources. For every certification you choose to go after, to study, to take the time to pay for the exam and actually study the resources, there's a whole other sea of exams and certifications you are not going after. So today I want to share with you the one certification I think you should completely save your time on. And I'm going to discuss with you my thoughts on why and what certifications you might want to go after instead. Now, this is the one certification I would highly recommend you don't go after if you want to be a cloud professional, an IT professional in the cloud. And that certification is the AWS Cloud Practitioner exam. The reason you don't want to go after this certification is because this exam is very basic. It has very little information. It just covers the main ideas of the name of the service and maybe how to configure it, but it doesn't go into the depth of why you might want to use the certification. It just gives you very, very narrow, very little information about AWS. So with the AWS Cloud Practitioner, I think this exam could be done in one weekend. I personally tried it and did it in one weekend. Very easy and basic. Remember, what exactly are certifications? To some degree, certifications can be thought of like this badge of honor, if you will. When you earn your certification, you studied for the exam, you studied all the different resources, you paid for your exam, and you actually passed the exam, you can go ahead and say it on your resume and tell your coworkers, managers, and technology leaders, I have this certification. But what does that actually mean? Is you took the time to actually get some depth and build some foundational understanding of the technology, and this certifies that you actually not only understand the technology and the foundation of it, but you can actually troubleshoot and problem solve using that technology and actually solving business problems and creating business solutions. With the AWS Cloud Practitioner, because it's so basic, there's not much you can do with it. If you want to be a real IT professional in the cloud, instead of going for an AWS Cloud Practitioner, better off going for at least an associate level AWS or cloud certification. Because with the associate certifications, you get a little more depth about the different AWS services, and you learn how to problem solve using the AWS technologies. The AWS Cloud Practitioner, I think, is good for anybody who doesn't want to be an IT professional or anybody who doesn't necessarily want to be a professional in the cloud. AWS Cloud Practitioner is great for anybody outside of the IT scope, happens to perhaps work with an IT department. Let's say you're in FP&A or you're in some sort of other department outside of technology, outside of IT. Then, and only then, would I say there may be a case for getting your AWS Cloud Practitioner, just so you can understand some of the lingo of what your technology professionals are using. But if you are in the technology realm, technology department, don't go for the AWS Cloud Practitioner. You are better off going for your AWS or just Cloud Associate Certification, or even your Expert and or Professional Cloud certifications, because you're going to get a lot more depth and understanding of the cloud services, how to actually use the cloud, how the cloud works, and how each of the different cloud services and components work together, so you can go ahead and create your business and technology solutions. So don't go for your AWS Cloud Practitioner if you want to be an IT professional or cloud professional within the technology realm. Only go after it if you want to go ahead and maybe work with technology professionals, but you yourself or maybe your team are not actually technology professionals in that realm, and you just want to get very basic understanding, just sort of need to know information on what the cloud is and some of the names, and understand some of the lingo. Again, some of the top certifications to go for within the cloud realm specifically, you're better off going for a professional or expert level certification, or even an associate level certification like the AWS Solutions Architect Associate or the DevOps Associate as well, if that's more your realm, or you can even go for an Azure or GCP certification. With the associate level certifications, this is going to at least take you a couple weeks to actually study, learn, and prepare for the exam and understand the material. Again, with the AWS Cloud Practitioner, that can be done in about 2 to 3 days. It's very, very basic. You want to go ahead and take time to actually learn material that you're going to use throughout your technology career. You don't want to just take a cert that says, oh yeah, I have a cert and I know this information, but it doesn't actually help you throughout your career. I think with the associate or even professional level, cloud certifications. Those will add much more depth, and honestly, if you just skip the AWS Cloud Practitioner entirely and study for even an associate level certification, you're not missing anything. Everything you need to know for the associate level or expert level certifications, you will learn throughout your journey, where you don't even need to study for the AWS Cloud Practitioner. It makes it obsolete, because everything you need to know, you'll learn the basics and build your basic building blocks while you work towards the other objectives you need to know and the other key ideas and foundational understandings you need to know with your associate or professional level certifications that you go after to study for. So go ahead, save your time. Don't study nor even pay for the AWS Cloud Practitioner. Instead, go for that associate level or professional level certification, because you will learn everything you need to know for that exam, way more than you would need for the AWS Cloud Practitioner, and you can use a lot of what you learn in your actual department in your field. I just wanted to make this quick little video sharing with you my thoughts on the AWS Cloud Practitioner and why I think most people, especially if they're IT professionals who want to work in the cloud, should just skip it entirely, because it's not going to bring any real value to you in your knowledge or understanding of the cloud. And I think it's not even made for IT professionals. It's more for people who want to just sort of understand what IT professionals are maybe talking about. Maybe if you're some sort of maybe a project manager or something like that, then maybe the cert makes sense. But it's not for anybody who actually wants to be knowledgeable within IT and within technology. So you're better off saving your time, saving your money, and just going straight for your associate or professional level certification. Hope you enjoyed today's video discussing why I think you should save your time and not even go after the AWS Cloud Practitioner, and instead focus your time and energy on a cert that will actually bring value, like the associate or even expert / professional level certifications. If you enjoyed today's video, please make sure to like and follow for more content. I'm Perez the Dev, and thanks for watching.